Kevin Durant last Thursday dropped it on the entire world that he wanted to trade out from the Nets the day after or day or two after Kyrie Irving agreed to the deal with the Nets. So it really came by surprise to the NBA world that Kevin Durant is going to be dealt. I kind of thought it was going to happen quickly based on how the conversation was going on. The Nets were allowing Kevin Durant to speak with other teams. And I thought this would be dealt by now, but here we are, Friday the 8th, still not dealt with. And really, I have no idea where he's going to end up.
Well, there's two options. You know, you and me talked about it a little minute ago. Your favorite, which would be the Heat. Don't know how you would get him or what you would give up, but actually I do. We know what they have to give up. You just don't want it to be that.
Well,
you already know who I'm thinking.
As long as it's not Jimmy.
Oh, no. He's going to be a part of what KD would, go to play with.
As long as it's not Jimmy, bye.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
Well, it's definitely going to include Tyler Hero or Duncan Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Or there could be a bigger package that involves Bam.
I've seen a few.
It's gonna have to involve Bam.
I've seen a few deals that included those three players.
Mm-hmm.
Bam Adebayo going to the Nets, and it would be a 3-team trade where the Hawks get involved. The Hawks take Ben Simmons. We get Clint Capella, part of the deal. So we get KD, Clint Capella. We ship some firsts to Brooklyn. We ship Hero, Duncan, or Duncan goes to Atlanta, and Bam Adebayo. And quite frankly, I'm okay with that. Jimmy Butler. To get KD, yeah, man. He's one of the best players in the league. You have a starting lineup. Victor Oladipo re-signed.
He did.
Victor Oladipo, Max Strus, Gabe Vincent.
Still got Kyle.
Still have Kyle, then KD, Jimmy, Clint Capella, a combination. 2 of the 4 we just mentioned. I'm okay with that.
All right. Well, it's not going to happen, but
it's probably not.
It's not going to happen, but the other one's obvious, the Suns, who I think is the reason, DeAndre Ayton there hasn't been much talk or movement or even ideas. You don't even hear about any packages because they're waiting on KD's whole approach there. It was even said that he's not communicating with any of the NBA stars right now or any NBA players. He's only talking to management. He's keeping this all business right now. And that's the scary part because usually you hear about guys, they talked about, linking up, going to a team together as they did, the Miami Heat. Say, hey, let's bring the boys. And then boom. He's not talking to anybody. So whatever option it is, it's going to be all business.
Yeah, and
this is why it's not going to be the Warriors.
He is on a team right now, so there could be tampering going on. So which may be another reason why he's not going to try to talk to players, because why would you want to go to a team and then shoot yourself in the foot by the team getting trouble losing a draft pick, even though it might be just a second round pick? Because that's what the Knicks are probably going to lose. They're going to probably lose a second round pick for Jalen Brunson.
Oh, that did get
yeah. So that might have something to do with it, but I would be surprised if he's not just sending a text out like, hey, how's this? How's the coach
on the burner phone?
Yeah, whatever has to be on the WhatsApp, whatever it has to be, because we know how the NBA is today. Stars are in communication more than ever. Like you look at, I was watching a video yesterday of legends talk about playing other legends, and that one specifically Larry Bird, and how they pretty much hated each other.
They did.
And then you flash forward today, they're all friends. They're all finding ways to link up, and not just on the court, but in business, how well they've come together as a community, which is fun to see. But it also makes trades more interesting, which LeBron did start with the Heatles, really. And Kevin Durant
went over this already.
But I'm talking that specifically. That's specifically where players were talking together. I don't think that happened with the Boston deal.
You don't think that they had any conversation? You don't think Rondo, KG, Paul Pierce, Rondo had not one conversation?
Not to the level that LeBron, the Heat did.
Well, yeah, it was a different time. We was opening up flip phones and whatnot, weren't we?
We were. That was definitely a different time, but it was still accessible.
Yeah, you can make a phone call.
You can go to dinner together.
Which is what I think was done.
Probably. But so I have a hard time thinking that Kevin Durant isn't talking to anybody at all. And one thing that I want to bring up that I brought up to you before we started this is it is scary thinking that the Warriors could put together the best package for Kevin Durant.
I'm going to go over that package for me one more time.
I mean, look at all those guys.
Yeah.
Wiggins,
Jordan Poole could be in there.
Kuminga.
And they would take that deal so fast and go back and win 2 or 3 championships.
The only team that could really go off the deep end and offer something big is the Celtics.
Mm.
If they put together a package of like stuff and then one of Brown or Tatum, if you're getting Kevin Durant back, I'd be okay with flipping Tatum, considering you're getting somebody who he's compared to, but not quite there.
Mm.
You're getting somebody who's a finisher. You're getting somebody who has very similar skill sets, and he's won championships, albeit with the Warriors.
Mm.
But the Celtics, with the moves they already made to go out and get Brogdon, which I really like, if they go out and flip one of their 2 stars to get Kevin Durant, that's the favorite going into next year.
That's my thing. Them going out and getting Brogdon, I don't think they're going to make any more moves. I think the Celtics are set on their family that they built, and they were just missing their point guard. Because, like, you know, you and me can both agree that Marcus Smart is not okay.
Yeah, he's not a point guard. Not a point guard.
Shake your head, but yeah, he's not. And he can't orchestrate the offense like Malcolm Brogdon can. Malcolm Brogdon isn't as good of a defensive player. I've stated that before, but offensively, you're getting a whole different type of player. Orchestrator, facilitator. He can run the offense. Even on the defensive end. I like Malcolm Brogdon's defense. So you're not losing much, but you're not losing anything at all, if you ask me, apart from who they traded and what they
it was a bag of chips.
Piece of string.
Daniel Tice. What was the other guy's name? Naismith or something?
Naismith. So that wasn't a big loss for them. So if anything, I feel like they're solidified and they're gonna rock with what they have.
They are.
The KD thing is interesting.
They are, but tell me that they wouldn't be better off with Kevin Durant.
Yeah, like I said, you're right. I just don't think that. I feel like they're on that. All right, we good now.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
They wouldn't be able to pull the trade off without giving up one of
the stars.
Those two. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they wouldn't do both. Mm-hmm. Like how they hit up the Timberwolves and said, "Give us Cat and Ant." That's not happening.
Insane.
Yeah, that's insane. But you got to be audacious. You have. I mean, worst they can say is no.
Yeah, for sure.
If they say yes, I mean, you saw what they just gave up for Rudy Gobert.